Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Our Double Anniversary Gala Dinner will begin now. So may I invite all of you to please have a seat. 各位嘉賓，我哋今晚嘅晚宴正式開始㗎啦，請各位就座。So once again, good evening to all of you, and thank you for joining us on this Double Anniversary Gala Dinner of the Hong Kong Institute of Chartered Secretaries. I'm Master Chan, and it's my honor to be your MC this evening. Hello， 大家好，我係陳子清。今晚非常之榮幸可以同大家咧一齊嚟共度呢一個盛會嘅。So 2019 is a very special year for the Hong Kong Institute of Chartered Secretaries, as the Institute is celebrating the presence of Chartered Secretaries in Hong Kong for 70 years since 1949, and also its 25 years in cooperation in Hong Kong since 1994. So, to kick off tonight's event, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome the guest of honor and hosts to enter the hall. May I now present to you our guest of honor, ICSA International President and HKICS Past President, Ms. Edith Shih. HKICS President, Mr. David Fu. Past President, Mr. Ivan Tam. And also our council members, Ms. Gillian Meller, Mr. Ernest Lee, Dr. Eva Chan, Ms. Stella Low, Mr. Bernard Wu, Professor Ellen Oh, Mr. Arthur Lee, Ms. Wendy Yo, Mrs. Natalie Tseng, Ms. Loretta Chan, Professor C.K. Low, and also Chief Executive, Ms. Samantha Soon. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome our guest of honor and also hosts on stage. Thank you. So, to commemorate this memorable occasion, the Council is honored to have Ms. Edith Shih, ICSA International President and HKICS Past President as the guest of honor. Thank you. Thank you, Edith. Thank you. And also, the Council has invited a very special guest to join us for the opening ceremony, and also the guest is already on stage. Interesting, right? Well, it's a symbol of future. So we need to put our hands together and welcome this special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big round of applause to welcome our special guest, Rosette. Wow! Thank you, Rosette. So, she's a robot and Saggy. Thank you, Rosette, for joining us tonight. So, at the meantime, please, I would like to invite all the VIPs on stage to look at our photographer and capture this memorable moment. So the new technologies of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and also robots are disrupting the world. As governance professionals, you will certainly embrace these new technologies in your boardroom and daily work. So this is why Rosette is here. And at this very occasion, Rosette is presenting all of you two presents, and which is already on your table. So, did you see we have a very beautiful quill pen? Yes, open it please, have a look, it's beautiful. And also, we have the Institute's anniversary booklet. So this is the two gifts Rosette is going to present to you. And now, I would like to invite all our distinguished guests here to join us for the opening ceremony, along with our guest of honor and the hosts on stage. So what should we do? First of all, please take the quill pen, okay? Because I will count from 3 to 1 together, and I need all of you to use the quill pen to write 70 plus 25 when we count to 1. Is it mission impossible or possible? Possible. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah, I would like to invite all of you to take out the quill pen and, like me, do you want me to demonstrate? So, for example, okay, this is only a demonstration. So we all call 3, 2, 1. Like this. Okay? Yes? So in Cantonese, when we are filming, we'll say, 試當真啊，好唔好啊? Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let's count together. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! Happy double anniversary for the Hong Kong Institute of Chartered Secretaries. Thank you. It's amazing. So now I would like to invite all our guests of honor and hosts to please have a seat. Thank you very much. But at the same time, I would like to invite Mr. David Fu to please remain and deliver the opening remarks for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fu is the president of the Hong Kong Institute of Chartered Secretaries. He's also the company secretary of John Swire and Sons Hong Kong Limited, Swire Pacific Limited, Swire Properties Limited, and Cathay Pacific Airways Limited. And Mr. Fu was re-elected as the president of the Institute in December 2018. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fu, please.
Thank you, Astrid. Good evening, honorable guests, members, and friends. It is my honor as the president of the Institute to welcome you to our annual dinner 2019. As many of you will know, this year's annual dinner launches a very special year for our Institute. 2019 is the double anniversary year, celebrating 70 years since the first informal grouping of Charter Secretaries of the Institute of Charter Secretaries and Administrators, or ICSA, was established in Hong Kong, and 25 years since the incorporation of our Institute as an independent local professional body. We have come a long way over the preceding 7 decades. All of you should have a copy of our anniversary booklet that tracks our evolution over that period and demonstrates that we have grown not only in number, but also in stature. We have built our professional body, both locally and internationally, into the world's leading professional body in governance. Our guest of honor tonight, Edith Shih, a former president of our institute here in Hong Kong and now our international president, will update you in a moment about the latest developments relating to ICSA. Before I hand over to her, I would like to take this opportunity to say a few words about where our profession stands and where we hope to take it in the years ahead. At the 2018 annual dinner, I reported that governance has been taking an ever higher profile in the work of company secretaries in recent decades, and as an advisor to the chairman and the board, we have effectively become the chief governance officer of the organizations we work for. Following the initiatives of the ICSA International Council, the Institute has commenced awarding the new Charter Governance Professional designation to eligible members since September 2018. Up to 31st December 2018, some 4,726 out of our entire local membership have both Charter Secretary and Charter Governance Professional designations. We will be launching a new qualifying program to replace the international qualifying scheme, the IQS, on the 1st of January 2020. The new qualifying program will comprise new courses more focused on governance, as well as other related topics such as risk management. All students who have successfully completed the new qualifying program and fulfill other requirements will be awarded the dual designation of Charter Secretary and Charter Governance Professional. Our Secretariat team has been working closely with the academics, our examiners, members of the related working group, panel, and education committee in the last 12 months on this project. And we will continue to work with these experts so that there will be a smooth transition from the existing qualifying scheme to the new one in a year's time. 2018 was a busy year. In addition to the above major changes, the Institute has made 14 submissions to HKICS government bureaus and departments, the Bills Committee of the Legislative Council, the Securities and Futures Commission of Hong Kong, and Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing Limited. We have also published 12 guidance notes and survey reports. The 19th Annual Corporate and Regulatory Update, which was held on the 5th of June 2018, had a record high turnout with close to 1,900 participants. Our more important matter that I would like to announce here is that as at 31st of December 2018, our local membership has reached over 6,000, which is a record in our history. Since 2019 is our double anniversary year, we have planned for a series of activities to celebrate our achievements and further promote our qualification and brand to everyone in Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, the mainland. Please stay tuned. The Institute has made tremendous progress in the last 70 years, but that has only been possible due to the hard work and dedication of many different parties. On behalf of the Council, I would like to express our gratitude due to the many people inside and outside of our Institute who have contributed to our work. We have here tonight representatives from the government and the regulators, and thanks are due to them for their staunch support of the Institute's seminars and conferences and for working with us on policy formation and legislative reform via public and soft consultations. We would also like to thank the representatives from the Liaison Office of the Central People's Government in the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Zhonglian Ban, who have always lent their support to the Institute. Many of our peers and colleagues in Hong Kong and the mainland who have contributed their expertise and time to the work of our committees, panels, working groups, and advisory boards are also here tonight. This includes colleagues from fellow professional firms and institutes, as well as academia, who have worked with us for many years to further our educational, continuing professional development and research initiatives. Our annual dinner is a perfect opportunity for us to say thank you for all your hard work and dedication. So thanks are certainly also due to those within our institute. This includes past chairmen and presidents, council and committee members, graduates and students, as well as our members and affiliated persons from the mainland. It also includes members of our Secretariat and our Chief Executive, Samantha Soon. With so many new initiatives and ongoing projects to handle, they have been unusually busy, not least in putting together such a successful gala dinner tonight. I hope the Year of the Pig brings health, happiness, and prosperity to us all. Now I have the privilege of inviting our guest of honor to say a few words. So please join me in welcoming on stage Edith Shih, International President of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators. Edith, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Edith Shih, International President of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators and past President of the Hong Kong Institute of Chartered Secretaries, to the stage. And Ms. Shih is also the Executive Director and Company Secretary of HKICS Hong Kong Holdings Limited.
Thank you, David. I can't read in the same speed as you did, so you have to bear with me. Distinguished guests, members, and friends, good evening. Many thanks to the Institute for the opportunity to speak at this gala dinner. This is actually my first address at a major gathering of our members and friends in Hong Kong in my capacity as president of our international body, the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators, or ICSA. I am absolutely delighted to see this unprecedented turnout in celebration of our double anniversary year. May I ask all of us to extend a very warm welcome to our guests from ICSA International Council, Peter Turnbull, Australian Division Representative, and ICSA Vice President. Peter. And Dr. Syed Hamid, the handsome one, Malaysian Division Representative. Dr. Syed. Ever since I was invited to speak at this dinner, I have been most excited. About 2 months ago, I bought a new black suit for the occasion to show my respect for the attendees and the event. Then it occurred to me that maybe the weather in January might not be very cold, so I bought a new suit, a white one, to play safe. 2 nights ago, I was advised by the Institute to wear something purple. Alas, I don't have any purple clothing, other than an old jacket I bought maybe 4 to 5 years ago, if I could find it. And even if I could find it, it might not fit because I have grown bigger. Oh well, here I am in this old purple jacket with double the reference for our attendees tonight, for the purpose of promoting our institute color. The purple is one of the 4 institute colors of HKICS, the very regal purple befitting chartered secretaries and chartered governance professionals. Our theme this evening is the double anniversary of ICSA and HKICS. We have indeed come a long way from those informal meetings of chartered secretaries back in 1949. But I believe the most interesting and most important chapter in the history of the Institute is unfolding before our eyes right now. So I would like to share with you my thoughts, firstly, on the latest development at our Institute as a world-leading governance body, and secondly, on the role we as governance professionals can play in the uncertain political and financial environment in which we find ourselves. The first topic, the latest ICSA developments. As David mentioned, governance has always been at the core of our profession. In recent years, however, we have become much better at aligning the identity of our institute, our brand, to the central concept of excellence in governance. This enables us to gain better and wider recognition locally and internationally. So, where are we currently in this process? The new name of the International Institute, the Chartered Governance Institute, you will recall, was approved by our global membership in September last year. The notice of petition for a supplemental charter was published in the London Gazette on the 18th of December last year, and we are now awaiting its conclusion next month on the 6th of February. If everything goes according to plan, the supplemental charter is expected to have completed all Privy Council processes and ready for implementation towards the end of this year. The name change is a significant step forward, repositioning our institute and profession under the governance banner. 3 divisions, namely Australia, New Zealand, and UCREAT, a prize for those that know what UCREAT means. United Kingdom, Republic of Ireland, and Associated Territories. They have already adopted the Chartered Governance name, and a similar move is being considered by Malaysia and here in Hong Kong. As I mentioned previously, ICSA International does not mandate individual divisions as to the name they adopt and encourage divisions to follow the approach that is best suited for them, and we will be happy to facilitate name change delivery when requested. Another major development in ICSA in 2018, as David mentioned, was the launch of our new Chartered Governance Professional Qualification and Destination, the CGP. Alongside the existing Chartered Secretary, the CS Destination, the CGP was introduced in the Hong Kong China division in September last year. We already have some 4,726 of our local members now possessing both qualifications. So, what lies ahead of us in this anniversary year? A major work in progress for ICSA divisions is the rollout of new qualifying programs to replace the existing international qualifying scheme. ICSA divisions have the option to implement the new qualifying programs in manner best suited to their individual circumstances. Some divisions offer the CS and CGP streams separately. Others, including Hong Kong, China, Ukraine, Malaysia, Singapore, and Canada, have opted to amalgamate the two streams, leading to a combined CS and CGP dual qualification. Looking ahead, adapting to technological changes will be a major task for our profession. Emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and blockchain are already creating an impact on the work we do and the training we provide to our members and students. I urge all members who haven't already done so to read the two excellent papers published by the ICSA Thought Leadership Committee. The first paper, with a very long title, Future-Proofing Technological Innovation, the Company Secretary and Implications for Corporate Governance, examines the impact of emerging technologies on our profession in the near and distant future. The second paper, the 21st Century Annual General Meeting, depicts a modernized way of conducting general meetings, deploying a hybrid model. The Thought Leadership Forum was created in late 2016 to address frontier issues affecting our profession. It has published papers also on shareholder engagement and minute-taking practices, and is helping us turn the ICSA International website into a globally respected resource in governance thought leadership. Turning to my second topic, the role of governance professionals. This year's HKICS Gala Dinner comes at a time of global political uncertainty. We are gathered here tonight to celebrate, so I don't want to make too much of the many threats that the world is facing at the moment. But in times of political and hence financial challenges at which we expect a rough ride this year, boards and their governance advisors need to keep an even more watchful eye on current political, social, and financial developments in our markets and the world at large to assess the risks their organizations will be facing in the year and even years ahead. During times such as these, it is important for us to bear in mind that the value of the fundamental governance principles which we adhere to in our profession increases. International norms of good governance and the rule of law can advance our shared interests and conviction. At this double anniversary year, against a backdrop of global political and financial uncertainty, I believe we are better placed now than we ever have been to realize our full potential as the guardians of governance. We need to be even more vigilant in discharging our gatekeeping responsibilities. We are the solution, and it is our job to hold tight and guard our turf with diligence. Turning to the International Institute, the ICSA has more than 30,000 members worldwide and is represented in more than 80 countries, covering all 5 continents. One of my goals as international president is to forge a closer working relationship between ICSA International and division colleagues worldwide, based on mutual respect and cooperation. Since I became the international president in July last year, I have visited and attended conferences and events in 6 of the 9 ICSA divisions, including Malaysia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Canada, the UK, and now Hong Kong. The International Council will hold a meeting in New Zealand in October this year, and possibly in Singapore next year. So the only missing one is Australian, and I will find time to visit Australia as well. ICSA has over 127 years of history and has established a presence in Hong Kong for 70 years. Based on such a solid foundation, let's work hand in hand to build an even stronger and more rewarding profession for our current and future members. I became HKICS Company Secretaries Panel Member in 1998, Council Member in 2007, and took the presidency from 2011 to 2014. I joined the ICSA Council as Vice President in 2014 and became President last year. I find my involvement at HKIC and ICSA a most satisfying and enriching experience. Let us all get involved, do our part for our profession. Your attendance tonight is exemplary of such involvement, and I thank you for that. I would like you to leave this banquet hall tonight with the thought, what else can we do for the Institute and the profession? What else can I do for the Institute and the profession? Let us know and let's work together. I'm grateful for your unfailing support and have a good evening. Thank you.